home runs, man. I'm like, why did you make it?
He's like, oh. Welcome to the Imperfect podcast. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rob.
Holy shit, my levels are high. Let me turn that down some.
Level.
We went to a comedy show.
Okay.
And this is actually what makes, I've been thinking about podcasting for a while again. But there's a page and it's like a circle. There's like a poster with all the names of the people and stuff. But there were like a few podcasts, and I was like, people still podcast that aren't famous.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
There's still not non-famous podcasts.
See, I think that's like the slow invasion that like I'm fearing, because it was like one of the last and newest like true grounds, like safe havens of like anybody could do it, you know, it's out there, and like people were celebrating it, and not many people were doing it, but now it's become every celebrity's got a podcast.
Yeah, it's fun. I actually listen to a lot of celebrity podcasts, and they're all it's all them just talking to other celebrities.
So you're the problem.
I'm the problem. It's because of me. If I stopped subscribing to Joe Rogan and why Joe Rogan? Why are you so entertaining?
It's funny, like he probably gets a list after every episode, and then every episode is going up. But that last one, going forward, he's going to see that peak down, but it was just by 1 point.
And it's going to be me.
Who is that?
It's going to be me.
They're going to show up at the door. Like, they have a whole committee of people.
Hey, if me stop listening to Joe Rogan's podcast means Joe Rogan comes to my house and, like, beats me up.
Done.
I'm fine with that.
Right. I love how it's, like, beat you up. Not
yeah,
like,
he's so mad. He's, like, just in UFC mode. He just kicks my ass.
He's not even casually. Like, I was going for, like, well, hey, buddy, why are you stopping listening? You're like, oh, I'm going to come over here and kick the shit out of you.
Listen to my fucking shit.
So, the comedy show, though.
Yeah. Hold on, let me take off this fucking hat.
Yeah, it's like, it's really... It's off-putting.
I'm wearing a Mario hat, but it doesn't have the M on it. It has the eyeballs because it's from Super Mario Galaxy.
It looks like a train hat, like a conductor hat.
It does look like a train conductor hat. The comedy show was pretty fun, actually.
Now, is this your first... Well, I know that you said you have friends who are actually
I have a friend.
stand-up.
His name's Mike. He does stand-up. I've gone and seen him before, but I've never actually gone to a comedy show aside from seeing him. I mean, there was one I went to, but I was there working. I was recording a guy's, like, he was putting on DVD, so I was, like, helping record that. But this was, like, the first comedy show I've actually went to. That's a coffee pot.
Well, hey, coffee's done.
Yeah. And it's down the city. I hate the city. It's the worst. I don't know how people enjoy.
Why do you hate the city?
You ever go down there?
All the time. I used to work down there.
You did used to work there. It's so annoying. The only thing the city has going for it is the bus lane. Because if you ride the bus, you know the bus should never be late. No. Because it has its own lane. But I don't understand the bus lane lights. It's like 3 white lights. I don't get it.
No, I don't get that either.
But no, I don't know. We're down there, and there's a bunch of weird people, and there's bums, and there's... I mean, I hit bums.
Did you say bums or bombs?
Bums. And there could be some bombs. I don't know. But we're walking, and like people are stopping and talking to us. We parked around the corner. So we went to Hilarities.
Oh, like E6 or whatever?
There's a parking garage with a Mr. Hero in it.
Okay, I know where you're at. It's like, what I'm saying is, like, the Hilarities was on that strip.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, we parked, like, right there, like, right behind, right next to it.
I know this means nothing to anybody.
Yeah. We parked on the street next to it.
Okay.
Which, on the way up, the parking garage was very sketch. It was, like, the worst parking garage I've ever been into. There was, like, these 2, like, ugly-ass prostitutes hanging out. Mm-hmm. And we got up, and it was, like, really dark. And we got up, like, level 6 or something. It was really dark and dingy, and... Luckily, we parked next to an elevator, so we didn't have to worry about, like, looking for the car coming back and getting, like, robbed and murdered. I've seen Batman. I know what happens in the city. And then when we get down to the strip area, some dude came up to me and, like, here, have a free rose to give to a lady. And I was like... And I think he probably didn't like the fact that I took it. And I was like, no! And I pretended I was throwing it on the ground.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How do you react?
He was like, donations are
accepted.
And I was just like, here you go.
Did you give him the rose back?
I gave it back and I walked away.
That's a good donation, man. Yeah.
I donated a rose.
So you've never been to any like headliner show?
No.
Like big.
And
people.
we got tickets to see this guy. I forgot his name, but we found him on Conan's, and I watched him on Conan. I was like, he's really funny. Let's go see this guy. And I guess they sent us like tickets. They gave us tickets to like the wrong person, and it's like this like woman from like Chicago who just wasn't fucking funny at all.
Oh, she's from Chicago.
Yeah, fuck Chicago.
I love how you're just like. I've really, actually, some of the funniest people I ever met were from Indianapolis, not Chicago. So.
Not Chicago.
But definitely not Chicago. Now, speaking of Chicago, the most awkward and longest Uber ride of my life took place in Chicago.
Really? I've never rode in an Uber before.
Ever?
Never.
Still to this day?
Still never.
Oh, dude, I do it all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, my very first one is when we went to a tequila bar. A tequila party, like a Day of the Dead party at this Mexican restaurant in downtown Cleveland. Mm-hmm. So we ended up taking an Uber down there because it's a tequila bar. What are you going to do, you know? Best choice we ever made. Anyways, we were going to Minnesota, and we had a layover in Chicago. Now, I fly standby, which means if a seat's open, you get to fly. Otherwise, best of luck to you, you know? Well, as we were flying into O'Hare in Chicago, none of the flights looked good. None of them. I mean, but Midway across town had a flight that looked pretty good. So we had to get from O'Hare to Midway.
Never been to Midway. Always gone to O'Hare.
Yeah, well, we ended up ordering this Uber, right? And this guy shows up, and he's an older gentleman, and I think his name ended up being Tony. But like we ended up calling him like Tony the Mouth. Because he just kept talking. I think he was ex-mob. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But this Uber ride was 52 minutes long. Okay, from one airport to the next. The flight from Chicago to Minneapolis, which is where we went, was 51, dude. The Uber ride was longer than the flight across 3 states, dude. That's insane.
Now, how much you think it would have cost for him to drive you to Minneapolis?
I couldn't do it, dude. Like, if I had to hear that guy talk, I mean, he essentially said the reason he Ubers is because his wife kicks him out of the house every day, mainly because he's probably talking her ear off incessantly for the past 50 years.
Go do something, please.
Tony, get the fuck out.
Get out of here.
I think he's ex-mob, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because everything was like, I know a guy.
I think what gave it away was he was like, I know where Jimmy Hoffa is. That's. I think that might have been the worst mob like impression. Hey,
let me hear that guy.
I know where Jimmy Hoffa is.
I don't even.
It's like John Travolta meets Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Jimmy I think my mobster not my mobster, but my New York Staten Island impression always ends up sounding like Yogi Bear.
Yeah, okay. Hey, boo boo.
Hey, oh, boo, boo, boo.
Whoa, oh.
Now that's very Dice Clay.
I just do Dice impressions, but not. I just do the oh.
It's funny, Nicole, anytime she does an impression, if it starts off right, like let's say English or Australian or whatever, it always slowly morphs into Ukrainian. She's like, so this Chinese guy was talking to me, and he was like, look, you must do this. I'm like, why is he Ukrainian? She's like,
are you sure that's not Jamaican?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
The South will rise again,
the
man.
South will rise again. Yeah. Ross the clock around the block right up at the beach. Boy.
That's the one. Actually, one thing I noticed being back here and where I work now, because I live in a predominantly like Eastern European neighborhood. Yeah. A lot of Polish people, a lot of Ukraine. I didn't. I mean, I understand. Like, I knew that the area we live in was founded by a bunch of Polacks.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize like just how many people still live. Like where I work at the store, people come up to me with like thick accents or don't even speak English, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could talk to you right now.
Yeah.
But my parents did not teach me other languages growing up.
That's the one thing I struggle with when I got down to the Dominican Republic, because you're like, Nicole kept telling me, she's like, hey, don't worry about it. most of them speak English. Poquito. Very little.
Is that what Paquito means?
Yeah, tiny. A little bit.
Tiny.
Yeah. And when I got there, I purposely wore a Jose Ramirez shirt, which is a Cleveland Indian player who's from the Dominican Republic. And immediately, people were like, "Oh, Ramirez! 37 home runs, man!" I'm like, "Why did you make it?"
He's like, I don't know.
I could have been Ukrainian.
Whoa!
But that's the only English he spoke. Beyond that, like, because everybody makes the same mistake. And like Nicole says it too, because she took 5 years of Spanish. And the trouble is if you know a little, they assume you know a lot.
Yeah.
And then they just start going. So you're like,
isn't that
Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien.
Isn't it anybody though? Like,
yeah.
Like if someone came up to me, like, it was like, hello. And I was like, hi, how's it going? I'm like, I am good. I'm like, hey, what can I do for you? The weather goes fine. What are you doing? How's your day going so far? Oh, my foot really. And they're like, muy bien.
All I know is
I don't. What even? Muy bien? Is that even a thing?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. I don't know what.
Very good. But all right. But
sorry about all the coughing.
The perfect example would be when we lived in Baltimore, and I got a flat tire in the minivan on 695 on the Beltway, and I pulled aside, and Dave ends up coming and pulling up behind me. Well, I'm trying to get this tire to drop down because, like, on a minivan, the tire's underneath. So you have to crank on the inside, and it lowers the tire. Well, that thing ended up being broken is what we found out. But I'm sitting here wrestling with this thing. I'm getting angry. And Dave was standing next to me. Now, mind you, to access this, the minivan's door's got to be open. So it's opened up, and we're leaning inside. So Dave's next to me. We're leaning inside. I'm cranking on this stupid-ass broken thing. And
like behind the back seat.
Was it where the trunk would be
yeah.
on the minivan? Yeah, back there. So like underneath the carpeting, there's a thing for it. Anyway, so I'm cranking it, and then I'm about to like turn and scream at Dave like, "This fucking piece of shit!" And as I turn, Dave's not there. There's some like Middle Eastern guy, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And he looks at me and he goes, he's got a piece of paper in his hand. He's like, "Excuse me. Do you know how to get to Milford Mill?" And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This guy pulled over to the side of the road because he saw a convoy of people with this broken down vehicle. And he's like, this is the opportunity I need to ask for directions. Now, I didn't realize how...
I like how he's Middle Eastern, but you gave him like a really thick Russian accent.
Oh, that's Middle Eastern. Like Ukraine. Every accent goes back to Ukraine. But like, I didn't realize how normal that is until I went to another country because their fucking roadways and everything is mess. It's chaos.
Yo, that guy's bleeding to death. Let's go ask him how to get to the baño.
Excuse me, buddy. I know you're shot. Well, how do you get to the hospital?
How do I get to?
Maybe we'll see you there.
What is baño? Is that a thing?
Baño?
What is baño?
It's bathroom.
How do I get to buddy? Before we're gonna call 911 in a second. Where's the fucking bathroom?
I know you're bleeding. But baño. Por favor.
Around the corner.
You know what's funny is like you have your laptop in front of you, and I know you're getting someone bleeding out, pointing to the bathroom, but it looked like you were just bleeding off. And you're like, oh! Like, watch the guy who's bleeding out beating up.
He's about to die. What else are you gonna do?
Baño.
I'm dying. I'm coming one last time.
Yeah. So, like, I guess ultimately what I'm getting at is, like, even though he spoke that little bit of English, I knew he didn't get it, you know? So when I go up and I say, hola, bien, I mean, clearly I don't have the flow of someone who speaks Spanish. I sound like George Bush. Hola, that's awesome.
I like how you had the little face going right there, too.
Como estes? Yeah. Because that's how I feel they hear it when we say it. You know?
Your George Bush is pretty good.
Well, thank you. It's useless nowadays.
Yeah.
But
no one cares now. Now it's all about Trump.
So when I hear, like, when I say something, I almost feel like I'm patronizing them.
Yeah, I get that.
So, like, and I brought this up when we were there. So, like, I'd be like, Nicole would be like, hola, hola, da da da, and I'm like, hola.
Hola! I hate my life.
Plus, everything I equate with global understanding is through movies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yeah, me
anytime
too.
I see someone who's foreign who doesn't speak English, all I see in my head is going like, "You got American money." Because attitudes change as soon as you pull out the
Oh yeah.
American money.
Didn't you say you went on vacation with $10 in your pocket and you said you lived like king and queen?
Oh god, yeah, man. Well, we went to all-inclusive resorts, so it was pretty nice.
Nice.
Oh, I hear you're going on vacation.
Yeah, we're going on a cruise.
Better brush up on your Espanol.
Psh, psh, I brushed up on my pirate talk.
Yeah, I didn't see one pirate, so I'm just letting you know. You don't hang out by the resorts.
You didn't go to Nassau.
Yeah.
That was a pirate haven.
Is it?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Nassau was a huge pirate place. There might actually be some old plantations to check out. There's a lot of slaves there too.
I was gonna say, what does that have to do with pirates?
There's pirates and then slaves, and then
Do pirates have plantation?
I don't think pirates did, but rich people did.
That's just a weird transition.
Yeah, it's very strange. Pirates and slaves. Let's go to Nassau.
Wow, you really want to see the world. You're like, I want to see the finest things. Pirates and slaves. Let's go to Egypt and see where people were beaten to pick these rocks.
Yeah. So anyways, we're at this comedy show.
It's there.
And this woman, this headliner, first I want to say, like, the girl who was hosting that show, she was pretty funny. I'm not, like, she was pretty funny. She had some funny stuff.
Not from Chicago.
Not from Chicago. She's local. But the girl headlining, it didn't feel like a comedy set. It just felt like her just, like, ranting and raving about nothing, about her family. But it wasn't funny. It just felt like someone getting stuff off their chest and not, like, writing jokes.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, how'd this girl become headliner? The first guy should have been headliner. He was funny. Actually, there's one guy. He was really funny.
It's not what you know. It's who you know, I guess.
I mean, I think I might have.
See, I've been to a couple big shows. Like, I've seen some big like I've seen Bill Burr live. I've seen Renee Hicks when she was. I saw her at a college show.
Who? Renee Hicks?
Yeah,
Is that Bill Hicks' daughter?
No. It was black chick. She was bald. She was on an episode of Fresh Prince. Remember when he pulls the hair off and there's that bald?
Oh
chick?
yeah.
That was Renee Hicks.
Oh okay. She's a comedian. Nice.
Yeah. But this month now, we're gonna go see Eliza Schlesinger.
Oh yeah, you are.
Gonna,
I forgot about that.
Do a meet and greet behind stage, man.
That should be fun because his name is the guy who was really funny. His name was Mandel, Mandal. He was really funny.
Was that his full name?
That's just his comedy name,
like
just
a
Mandel.
Prince type thing,
I guess so.
Madonna.
Yeah, Mandel. He was pretty funny. We actually saw him after the show. I was like, you were the fucking funniest dude. He was like, thanks so much. Didn't try to sell me a shirt or a CD. It was good.
Then it went down on me.
Yeah, he followed me in the bathroom and sucked my dick. That was the funniest part. That I convinced this guy to suck my dick. But it was like he was funny. There was a guy at the beginning from Boston who was kind of funny. There was a girl in the middle who was like had a few things that made me chuckle. But
was the guy from Boston funny just because of his accent?
He didn't really have an accent.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Some of them, when they don't, you're just like, that's weird.
Like I was expecting a thick accent, but there's no accent. I was kind of disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember sitting there thinking, like, okay, because I for the past like 10 years I've been wanting. I say wanting, like I'm going to do it in quotations. I'm like trying stand up, and now that I'm back, I'm actually trying. I'm working on bits, and I think I'm actually gonna try it.
I think you need to get a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then just.
But being with this crowd and seeing what makes people laugh, I think I got a better understanding of what I can do.
Oh, what is it?
I'm not gonna do my bits here on the air.
I mean, what makes people laugh?
Oh, a lot of cursing.
Is everybody at home right now?
They're like they're grabbing pen and paper, like trying to steal some bits.
No, they're sitting there like, why doesn't he use it now? Because they're not laughing.
Pretty much, like this podcast sucks. This is the worst podcast in Cleveland.
But what is it? What makes people laugh?
A lot of dick and fart jokes. You can just. I feel like if you say certain words, people will laugh.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
yeah.
There was actually one girl next to us who would laugh like, bah! And then like she would stop because she would laugh and I'd look at her and she'd just be like, stone faced. I was like, what the fuck?
I went to see Pablo Francisco at.
Oh my god, that must have been great.
Improv.
That must have been great.
And at our tape, I remember vividly the whole show, nonstop. I was fucking laughing my ass off. So good.
He's so fucking funny.
But then I realized I was that guy in the crowd that night who was laughing at everything because he was that good. But like, not everybody was getting everything.
Yeah.
You know, that guy put everything into everything. He came off stage drenched in sweat.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's how much he put into that shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying the woman next to us was that woman, but it was just the fact that she did that kind of hardcore laugh. But then you'd look at her and she just looked like bored out of her fucking mind. And we were close, dude. They gave us like a front table too. We're like here's us. There's the stage. Like it's right there. Hi.
Within like a foot. That's
Hi.
crazy.
Yeah. And so like every time they started talking to audience people, I would come up with a fake answer for their question, no matter what. So if they ask me, what's your name? My name's not Anthony. My name is going to be Stavros.
Stavros?
Stavros.
Why Stavros?
That's Uncle Jesse's cousin from Full House.
Are you serious?
which was just John Stamos with a big fake nose.
Stavros.
No matter what they asked me, I was like, if they ask me this, I'm going to say that.
I think they saw you coming a mile away.
Like they started talking to people like, how relationships, is that your girlfriend? And if they pointed to me and Shannon, I was going to be like, we're twins.
That's good.
They actually Mando actually like talked to her. He was like, you got kids? And she was like, I got one. He's like, how old? And she's like 13. He's like, me too. Isn't it crazy? And then he went on this bit, and then his son's name was Poseidon. And I remember thinking like, did he just say his son's name is Poseidon? And then at the end of it, he's like, I don't have any kids. Why the fuck would I name my kid Poseidon?
Right, if I had one, right?
Yeah. He was just a funny dude. He was really funny. He should have headlined, not the woman. But it gave me a good understanding of what maybe my capabilities are, and what I got to do and what I could do. Get out of here. I feel like the one thing I was thinking, I was like, if Mike was at this show right now, he'd kill.
Yeah.
He'd kill it.
Much better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy because like I think it's good that you did that. We're gonna be as close. Now, mind you, it's a much bigger theater.
Yeah,
like,
ours was
like improv style.
maybe 60 people in a room, and it was like a full room.
Right.
It was less than 100.
This is gonna be a few thousand.
I forgot.
We are front row.
I forgot what the room was called. It was like you go in the hilarities, but then you go downstairs around the stairwell. It was like a.
That's like Pickwick and Frolic.
Yeah, it was Pickwick and Frolic and like some room. Well, imagine like female dancers. They're not stripping, but they're like dancing.
Yeah.
I forgot. It starts with this. I can't think of the word, but it was
Starts
like
with a what?
C maybe.
Cabaret.
Yeah, the cabaret room.
Okay.
That's where we were.
I can't believe I knew that.
Thank you. I was like, as I was going on, I was like, he's not going to understand it. I'm just going to move on from this word. He's not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Do you know how to get to Milford Mill?
Where is cabaret?
I love it. Like you're standing outside. Like, excuse me. Do you know how to get to the begins with the C word?
C word. What? Cut?
What?
It's so weird though, because like. It's like a restaurant with like a bunch of different clubs inside the restaurant,
Yeah.
And I think they just assume that you've been there before because like they gave us the tickets. We went to the thing. We're like, roll call. We got our tickets, and like, all right, there you go. And we're like, all right.
Did you say roll call?
Isn't that what it is? Like the
Will call.
Will call. That is will call.
Roll
Thank you.
call.
Roll call here.
Anthony Stavros.
Stavros here, right there.
Wouldn't it be great? Like if he called you out on the stage, he'd be like, "Yeah, the name's Stavros." He's like, "No, I saw you at roll call.
Anthony,
You're Anthony." No, but we gotta go to Will Call to get our tickets too.
Yeah.
Because since they're the VIP ones, they won't send them.
right on.
But the oh god, what was I gonna get at?
I know that look, dude.
Oh man! All right, never mind.
But like, so they give us tickets, and we're just like, they're like, have a good show. And we're like, all right. And there's like a door here, a door there, people laughing over there, something over there, upstairs. I'm like, where do we go? And they're like, just go around the corner right there. And we go around the corner, and it's like, now where do we go? So we asked someone else, we're like, oh yeah, go down the stairs, and then when you take a left, and then go down the hallway, take a right. And we're like, oh, it's like a maze. We're like, we're in a dungeon. Yeah, we're like in a dungeon. I'm walking around, I'm like, where do we go? Where do we go?
You know,
we get to the front, and the guy's like, takes our tickets. He's like, okay, how would you guys like a front table? And we're like, that's fine, whatever. Like, I think he was expecting us to be like, yeah, front table. But he was like, how would you guys like the front? And we're just like,
let me ask you something.
it's fine, whatever.
Did you
Put us wherever.
Did you tip him?
The guy who sat us down?
Yeah.
Should I have?
He gave you a front table, yes.
I don't know these protocols.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I don't have cash on me.
Yeah. Anytime you go to an event like that, or when you go to Nassau.
I touched his dick. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
I grabbed it.
But when you go out of country too, man, just make sure you have some like cash on you.
Tip
Just
everybody?
Well, you don't have to tip everybody, but like if you ever go to a resort or something,
Mhm.
for sure. But like what I was gonna get at, and this is what I was, it just came back to me is, now that you've gone there,
Nah.
did you have to fill out anything like information?
They had like cards on the table. They're like,
You know,
fill out this stuff and you get free
Yes, you
tickets.
do. You do all the time. I
Really?
got one in my email right now for 4 free tickets coming up. I'm
What?
thinking about claiming them. Go there for my birthday or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't looked at it because I was out of country when I got it. It
Yeah.
popped up and it's like
Whatever.
connect.
Yeah.
Connect. Yeah.
I felt so like there'd be times where like, cause I was like I'm not gonna. He's on vacation. I'm not gonna bother him. Then there'd be times like you'd like message me, so I'm like, I guess I can message back. He's messaging me. I'll message back. But then there'd be times I'm like, I got a story or I got something funny to say. Should I tell him?
Oh yeah.
What do I do?
No, dude, never. Don't worry. Like, cause I'll check it when I can. You know, because that's the thing. Your data service doesn't work at all because you're international.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put roaming on, but you'll pay for it.
Yeah.
But like the Wi-Fi is so sketch.
Really?
Oh god.
Like I'm gonna connect to this and they're gonna steal fucking everything.
Yeah. They're like,
They're gonna clone my phone.
it took me like 2 days to download Google Translate. It's like I need to figure out a few keywords here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
See that would be good, like those like Google headset or whatever, those like earbuds that you just hold the button and then like people talk and then translates into your ears.
now that is a real thing, right?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
How much do those things cost?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because like I was telling Nicole about this. Like they have at like conventions where it's like the Diplomat or United Nations and stuff where it automatically translates for them. I'm like, that would be so dope to have something like that, you know?
Yeah, man, the Google Pixel Buds. That's what they are.
Pixel buds.
So let's Google Pixel.
Now,
Buds.
do you have to set the language, or does it automatically
You probably
identify it?
You probably have to open up an app on your phone, but then you can like hold a button while they're talking and like.
Now, is
translate.
it a voice translation?
Yeah, it's like such and such, blah blah blah. That's why they're the headphones. That
But
talks
is
right
it a
through your ear.
secondary voice, or is it that person's voice being translated into?
It hears them, but then like a secondary voice tells you what they're saying. It's like having like a translator
I'd
next
love
to
to
you.
have like Christopher Walken translate it for me.
That'd be
Oh.
great. He said, "Well,
Wow.
the bathroom. I can't do Christopher Walken.
A
I'm not
baño.
trying. $160.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would have saved me so much heartache. Now, how cumbersome are they? I mean, do they just sit in, or do they have one that just clips on one ear or something?
It's a set. It's a one earbud, and a little wire that connects them, and then you can take them off and put them in like a tiny thing that's like this big. Then
I'm
put it in your
fucking
pocket.
getting that, man.
They're like Bluetooth headphones.
Now, is it any language?
Yeah, I think
'Cause,
so.
like, I'm going to Greece.
I think it just does like Google. I don't know how. I mean, I've never used them, so I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? When we're done with this, I'm gonna look up reviews.
With one-touch control of your music and instant access to your Google Assistant, they're more than just headphones. Yeah, they're the Google Pixel Buds.
Google Pixel Buds.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll sponsor.
Yeah, they're these right here. Chum, chum.
If somebody wants to send me Google Pixel Buds.
We love you, Google. We love. I use Android.
Oh, so I man.
Doesn't it? I used to be a big Apple guy,
I'm so glad you changed. Man.
and then I just got sick of it, dude.
Yeah.
I've had this phone for almost a year. It still works perfectly.
Yeah.
Every Apple phone I've had, by the time the new one's coming out, it's like slow as shit. I have the Note 8. The Note 9 came out. I still use this.
It's almost like they upload something to make it run slower right when the new phone.
They said they did. They said like they even came out and said like yeah we slow people's phones down, like older ones
That's
with
crazy.
updates because and they were like well they're older so we have to do certain things and blah blah blah.
Whatever.
Well yeah, I was actually thinking about updating to the Note 9, but then I saw that the red phone comes out in like 2 months.
Oh, are you gonna get it?
I think I'm gonna get it
Yeah.
when it
That's
comes
the
time to
one that's
upgrade.
Camera, right? Like red camera.
Yeah,
Right?
there's two versions of it, the 1200 and the 1500.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna pay out outright. I'm gonna like pay off the phone over time
Now-
with my phone service thingy.
Do you get it through a provider?
Verizon has it.
No way.
Yeah, I went to just look up news on the phone, and it took me to the Verizon website, and I was like, "Ugh!"
you
I jizzed in my pants.
It's like Mario.
Where's the Mario?
Are you shot? No, a phone. Right. That's good, man. I can't wait to see what that looks like.
It's got a 4D, like I think they call it the holographic display. It's just like no glasses free 3D, which I probably won't use, but
I can't see 3D, right?
Yeah, because your eye, right?
Yeah. You know how many 3D movies I paid for and just been upset by? Because I'm like, 3D in this movie sucks.
Who's going? Okay, so you're going to the movies. You tell the person I can't see 3D.
No, I didn't know at the time.
Ah, okay. So you're just sitting there with glasses, like there's no 3D here.
I was like,
the movie's just kind of.
Dude, I saw
the projector out of focus?
I saw Titanic 3D. I saw Pirates of the Caribbean, like the most recent one in 3D.
Really?
Like I've seen all these movies in 3D. And every time, the only one I thought I saw an inkling of, it was during a preview for one of the animated ones where they could really amp up the 3D. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. No, I can't see shit.
I think the best 3D I ever saw in a movie was the beginning of Oz the Great and Powerful. Mm-hmm. Because the screen is black and then it has like really big black bars on it, and then the effects would go over the black bars, so it feels like it's actually coming out of the screen. Right. But then the rest of the movie just sucks. 3D now, 3D usually just sucks because nothing's really popping out at you. It's just kind of depth perception.
Do you remember TGI Friday?
I remember going there.
Or no, TGIF on ABC.
Oh, I thought you were the restaurant. I was going to say, I remember going there for happy hour with your mom and getting wasted on White Russians, dude. Just me and your mom just pounding White Russians. And you being like, dude, you're really loud right now. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? No, I'm not.
There was, on ABC, they had a 3D night. And, like, they Home Improvement was one of them. Do you remember this?
No.
It was great because, like, the Home Improvement one was fantastic because at the beginning of the show, it was just them and the camera talking to you, and, like, they would be, like, taking, like, pieces of wood towards the TV
because they're doing tool time or whatever?
Whoa! Yeah. And then there was this butterfly that transitioned to the next clip, and it looked really, good or whatever. But they don't do stuff like that anymore. They really like whole 3D nights.
Because people aren't watching TV anymore, man. I know, people are waiting, Like, I don't have cable, so I don't watch TV. But, like, for, like, It's Always Sunny, I just watch it on Amazon the next day.
I know, but, like, broadcast networks are still the number one.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, mainly because of old people.
Yeah.
Stuff. But
I don't have the time to be like 7 o'clock. Better stop what I'm doing and watch such and such.
Yeah, but I think like that's the thing. Like we were busy then.
Get away from that wire, bitch.
We'll be busy now. I mean, like when stuff draws you, you make time.
Yeah, I guess that's true with Game of Thrones. At like Sunday night, 9 o'clock. Everyone, we're doing it at my house.
That's how it was at Sopranos.
Yeah.
I mean, look at today. I mean, 1 o'clock football game.
Football game.
And granted, sports. You make it different, but why can't you market it to make TV like that too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's not a lot of good shows out.
I'm over here. I'm rallying and championing and fighting for 3D night, and I can't even see 3D. I don't know what's
Why did you do stuff like this?
God damn it, ABC.
You love 3D? I've never seen it. 3D doesn't work for me.
Don't write my congressman. I mean, like, what am I doing? This is for you people.
But like the like the 3DS, like the glasses free 3D, it was actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, a lot of the games don't even do it anymore though.
I remember buying a game for Destiny for 3DS, or I was going to go buy a game, and they're like, "Well, it only works on the new 3DS."
Oh, probably because like some new 3DS has a little thumb nubbin, like a second joystick or whatever.
I think it might have been a Pokemon or something. I don't know what it was.
Maybe Zelda. I don't know.
It was just one game though.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, that only works on that one."
Yeah,
I'm not gonna buy a whole new fucking system for that, man.
Yeah, like I was gonna buy Ocarina of not Ocarina of Time. I was gonna buy Majora's Mask for 3DS, but I didn't have a new 3DS, so I couldn't play it because I didn't have the second thumbstick.
That's how they get you, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
now they have the 2DS, which is just a 3DS that doesn't have 3D. It can play it can play the 3DS games, just doesn't have 3D. Yeah, essentially, it's just
so
a
fucking
DS.
confusing.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
it's because like people, it was one of those things where like they had the 3DS and everyone was like, yeah, but then everyone was like, what? After a while, they're like, whatever. This is like I don't need the 3D. And then like
I thought on the 3DS you could just turn off the 3D.
Yeah, you can. You can turn it on or off.
Now, how much is the price difference between a 3DS and a 2DS? Now?
Probably like $50.
Yeah.
But the original 2DS didn't even fold. It was just like one big piece with 2 screens on it. But now they have a foldy one. But I think it was just people like one. I think a lot of companies just stopped putting like Pokemon now. Like I played the new Pokemon game. There's no 3D at all in that game. On 3D, but the case is 3DS. No 3D in the game.
All right.
Yeah, that's the point.
Do you think?
Except for I think the battles are 3D, but everything else is like I want 3D when I'm walking the world. Come on, dude.
Do you realize that Nintendo's responsible for 94% of the handheld market?
Oh yeah, it's because no one likes the Vita.
94%.
That's insane.
They break records.
And the rest are phones.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
And nobody plays the Vita unless you're living in Japan. I have a Vita. I played like one game on it. That's Final Fantasy X. I have an Assassin's Creed game on
Sony's thing? I guess that's how little I know
It's their handheld.
Mind you, I used to run a video game store for 10 years, and I don't know what the fuck.
Actually, the one thing that's really nice about the Vita is like, say you're playing a game on the PS4.
Yeah.
Ah, man, I gotta take a shit, but I want to stop playing. I don't want to stop playing. You can then grab the Vita and have it transfer over, kind of like a second screen, and then you're continue playing the PS4
Switch
game. Switch is a lot easier. Switch is just I just grab it and go.
Oh, see.
Yeah. Switch is I love this Switch. Switch is great.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah. Thanks, Nintendo.
So, Google Pixel, earbuds, and then
Nintendo Switch. I actually this is what made news the other day. The N from Nintendo on the Nintendo building. The N has fallen off due to like heavy winds. I'm like,
Nintendo.
And now it's Nintendo. Now it's how half people say it. Nintendo.
That's how you used to say it when you were little.
Yeah. Nintendo.
We get Nintendo.
I mean, I
don't know why you're Chinese.
Yeah. Here's the thing I never understand about like video games as a kid. Like my parents bought me the video game systems, and then you play it, and they're like, "Why are you playing that? Get outside!"
Right.
What?
You
gave it to me.
They bought it to shut you up when they wanted you to shut up, and then they want you to go away.
I remember that was like the best. As a kid, that was like the best Christmas. I opened up the Super Nintendo, came with Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
See, you got a Super. I got a Super Nintendo with Super Mario Brothers and Star Fox.
Star Fox.
I remember going to your guys' house, and you guys always had the Genesis.
Yeah, well, here one Christmas we got the Super Nintendo. That was the present to me and Charlie. That was their way of like, we got one gift. It's for both of you. It's the big gift.
Oh, it was a big gift, though.
Oh yeah, but then a few months later for Charlie's birthday, he got a Sega, and it was just his. So he could be like, "Don't play that. Don't touch my Sega."
Because I remember like going to your house. We never played Super Nintendo. We always played Genesis.
Yeah.
And I hated it because I was a Super Nintendo guy. But
I love
Altered Beast, man.
Oh, yeah, dude, Altered Beast, Vector Man.
Rise from your grave.
I remember I was so happy. I got Charlie can never get past the first boss of Vector Man, which I remember it was like a ship or something, like a Harrier jet or something that you have to like shoot up. I remember I got past it. I was so excited. I was watching Lion King. I remember Amber we were in my mom's room. I remember this vividly. Amber's watching Lion King for like the 1,000th time because she watched like once a day. I'm playing Vector Man. Charlie's not around, so I can play it without. And then I beat the boss, and I was so happy. And I remember I told him, and he was like, "You touched my Sega?"
What was the hardest game you ever played on Super Nintendo?
Probably one of the Mega Mans. Mega Man was always a hard game.
Mega Man was hard, man.
Mega Man was tough.
You know, I beat Star Fox 100%. Like,
really?
I got 100% on every level.
Holy crap, dude.
I don't know anybody who's ever done that. But I will tell you the hardest game I ever played, hands down, is was the Yogi Bear game.
The Yogi Bear the game?
I swear to God.
Wait, I remember this game.
Yeah, so hard, dude. Never beat it. Renee and I, you can ask her to this day, one of the most difficult things we ever played.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. It was so hard. But we just kept charging forward. I mean, mind you, this is coming from a person who, when Super Mario World came out, we had one of those old TVs that sat on the ground, and you could set shit on top of. And when they got old, it used to be that the sides would start to squeeze in, like in a curvature.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this one, it was the top and the bottom, which sucked because on Mario, there's holes everywhere. Yeah. Well, we played it so much with the bottom coming in that we memorized the first 5 worlds.
Jesus
where
Christ.
to jump. Not levels, world, you know?
That's insane.
Oh, yeah. But that's how it was when you were a kid. There's like...
Yeah, man.
You were just diligent about it.
That's how people get, like, world championships and, like, or, like, get into, like, Guinness Book of World Records for being able to clear things in certain times. When it comes to video games, I'm just, like, I memorized I could do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah. The only
I don't know why Super Nintendo on the joystick.
I remember when we got...
I'm just playing with a dick, really.
the one part we couldn't figure out, we couldn't memorize. And it's where we never got past it until we got a new television, was the Star World. Do you remember Star World? Mm-hmm. It was a special area outside of World 5 that you unlocked, where they had names like outrageous, tubular, gnarly.
That's why I started saying that, because I was like, what are these words?
Yeah.
What is tubular? What does that mean?
Yeah. That was the thing. Like and it was so flipping hard. It's like, there's no way we can do this.
I love Super Mario World so much. That was the game that, like, that was the Mario game for me when I was a kid. Like, everyone,
me too.
even when Mario 64 came out, I was like, Super Mario World, dude.
World was better.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 was good too, but World will always have a special, because you got the cape, you got all that. Man, it was fantastic.
That's why I loved it. You get the feather, you get the cape. That's I think that's one of the things that made when I was a kid. I was like, he's got a cape. He's like a superhero. You can fly.
Wait,
whoa.
Super Mario.
It makes sense. And then I watched the Mario movie and I like cried. I was like, whoa.
John Leguizamo, I hate you.
I actually like John Leguizamo a lot.
Who was Mario?
Bob Hoskins.
Who the hell is that?
Mario.
No, I mean, like, was he in anything prominent outside?
He was in that movie Unleashed with Jet Li, where like Jet Li was like a dog, like a man dog.
That's a real story.
Yeah, you never seen it?
No.
You never seen Unleashed? It was directed by like
No.
It was directed by fucking the guy that did The Professional.
The Leon movie?
Yeah.
Nice. No, I never seen him. Man.
He was in Snow White and the Huntsman.
Nah.
Oh wait, no, he was in Hook, dude, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me. I'm on IMDb. He was in the TV version of Pinocchio.
So.
Oh yeah, he was in Hollywoodland. That movie was awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, when did Mario come out though?
The movie.
The movie.
We'll find out.
I mean, was that his breakout role?
Where is Mario? He was in Spice World.
Okay.
He played himself. He played Bob Hoskins.
That's a group that just like blew up for like 4 or 5 years, and then.
Oh yeah, what happened? They're actually coming back.
Oh yeah.
1993 was the Super Mario
so-
movie, and he played Smee in Hook.
Smee.
Yeah.
Was that before Mario?
Yeah, that was 1991.
Oh, okay, so he had other roles,
But he's been in a ton of stuff. But he was. Most of these movies are movies that like my parents would have watched that as a kid I would have found boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Because he's like an actor's actor, and then he did Mario.
Yeah. That's terrible, dude.
So you had a good vacation.
Yeah.
I saw a comedy show. I'm working on some comedy. It's a football game today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Sunday ritual now.
Football?
No, potting.
Oh, potting? Yeah, dude. Why not?
I'm off Sundays now. So
Right on.
it's not bad.
I'm always down. I love podcasting. I used to have tons of podcasts.
Yeah.
Me and you had a podcast a long time ago, IPCTH.
Yeah.
I had a video game podcast with a few people. Not all at once, but the people changed throughout the time. I had quite a few video game podcasts too. I had one called Gone Rogue, which was just dedicated to The Division. I just love podcasting so much. I just podcast.
Pod dedicated to one game.
Yeah. We just every
The
week.
Division of all games.
Yeah, every week we talk about The Division.
Who?
Me and Julius.
Julius.
Yeah. Caesar. No, there's a guy I worked with.
Oh, I thought you meant like Jay's kid.
Oh, his name is Julius, isn't he?
I was like, you guys talked about.
I hope he doesn't listen to this. I don't think he'll appreciate us mentioning he has a kid named Julius.
I just cut it out.
I'm not. That's too much editing for me.
No.
I don't cut out shit. Sorry, dude.
Well,
I don't think he'll listen to this just because I'm on it.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm down with I like the Sunday thing, man. That's not bad.
I just enjoy podcasting so
Have
much.
a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Talk some shit.
Oh yeah. About people. Let me tell you about my brother.
On next week's episode.
I still have clips online of just like the time he got robbed and we like read the news article.
Oh yeah.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
I listen to that every once in a while.
To this day, I still not seeing the Judy episode.
No, you did. You saw. We
yeah,
all
yeah,
watched
yeah.
it. We watched it live. Remember, we had a popcorn. And
I want to get a copy of it.
I wish I could. I remember. I forgot there was like Judge
right.
Judy was on like a streaming service once. I started going through like tons of episodes looking for it. I could not find
There's
it.
so many, dude.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 episodes. It's insane.
I think there's probably more than
There's
that.
two things. I've always looked for that, and I've always looked for the episode of Law and Order that my dad was in.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
nowhere to begin with that.
Yeah, just because
No jumping off
he's just a
point.
dead body.
So hey, typecasting
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, like I took a screenshot of like,
of him.
yeah,
You found it.
no, not from that, from something else.
Oh,
Where is it? I put like an arrow on it too. Oh wait, no, actually,
it was from him in something. You mean?
yeah. Where is it? God damn it! Did I delete it?
I guess I don't. Was it on a television show?
No, it was when he was in Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I took like a. Oh, there it is. I like. I took a screenshot. I wrote like "dead," and I circled him.
It's awesome.
And
It
I was
kind of
like-
looks like a giant dick and balls from here.
It's because he's a giant dick.
So you've never found the Law and Order episode? Does he know the episode?
I asked him once. He was like, "I don't know."
Was he even on it?
No, they did a body casting and then turned it into a dead body that they can like char up and put in like a flaming car or something.
Oh.
So I started looking up like episodes like revolving around like people murdered in cars, and I couldn't find it.
A lot of research on this.
Yeah, I know it's too much work. Where I was like, I give up.
I love you, Dad.
I don't love him that much.
Yeah.
Still find this episode of Law and Order.
Hope you don't listen to this. We've given up children's names, and we've given up the fact that you don't love your dad.
Listen here, my family doesn't listen to. I mean, our family, for the most part, my side of our family doesn't listen to or watch anything I do.
Yeah, but I'm on it, so.
Yeah, the Bobby's on it. We gotta listen now.
Get the popcorn.
Yeah, here's the thing about my family. Everybody, I'm like a filmmaker. I make movies and stuff, and my mom will do this she'll do this every, like she's like, you make anything new recently? I'm like, yeah, I actually just made a short film. It's one of my, it's pretty good. It's actually my favorite ones I've done in a long time. And she's like, oh, but you should check it out. She's like, yeah, I'll do it later. And then like 2 weeks go by. I'm like, what'd you think of my film? She's like, oh, I haven't got around to it yet. I'm like, what have you been doing? Just sitting around.
Right.
What? Like, I sent Charlie, like, Sea of Thieves has a new expansion coming out in a week, and it adds a new island and a volcano and a robo and stuff. And I sent Charlie like a 40-second trailer because there's just we understand. And he was like, he Marco Polo me. He was like sitting on the toilet. He was like, I'll watch that when I got time. You're sitting on a fucking toilet, dude.
I hate when people Marco Polo me on the toilet, but yeah,
It's
I
the
mean, you
worst.
have time right
Yeah.
then.
Well, the other
Are you watching porn?
like the other morning when I was streaming Spider-Man, and he was like Marco Polo me. I was like, hey dude, I'm streaming Spider-Man, so if you want to talk, jump into my chat and just talk while I'm playing the game and stuff. And he was like, I can't right now, I got stuff to do. And then like he kept Marco Poloing me for like 30 minutes, just laying in his bed. And I was like, you could be fucking.
Dude,
Every time you Marco, I gotta stop what I'm doing to fucking.
which essentially translates in, I don't want to get up.
But you could just do it on your phone.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, you're just a fucking lazy motherfucker.
Well, I got a tinkle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that will be it for the first episode of many episodes
Yeah, for sure.
of the Imperfect podcast.
That's
The best, the number one podcast in the Cleveland area.
Consider this the pilot.
Yeah.
Whereas, like many jumping off things, it might not be perfect. It's imperfect actually.
Yeah.
But just trying to get it back into the feel of it, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I hope people listen.
Yeah, man. All right. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rob.
Until next week. What was I going to say? I used to say something that used to annoy you all the time.
Oh, your sign off?
Yeah. Like, keep your ass to the sky and your ears to the ground and listen to the buffalo roam.
Zip it up and zip it out.